to a brand new episode here on Britain's Farm. So, last episode we came over here and we drilled the wheat, as you remember. I think we drew wheat this side and oats the other side, if I remember correctly. They've come through now, so they look good. So I'm very happy with that. The rape has kicked on a little bit more with the autumn fertilizer that we put on, so that's got nicely away from the ground, so you know, the beetles and the birds shouldn't be eating that anymore. But yeah, so the wheat is looking really good. And then, as I say, we put oats in this side. Off camera I rolled them. It didn't take all that long, to be fair. These two fields are very deceptive. This one doesn't look that big, and it is bigger than what you think. Now this one looks bigger, and yet it's not as big as what you think. It's very deceptive, these fields, but as I say, we got them drilled in the last episode. For those of you that haven't watched that episode, go see it, because we had the Volvo BM. I may have drilled those tram lines too far apart. I don't know. I think that's meant to be 24 meters. But yeah, so as I say, but go check it out, because we had the BM on the power harrow and the Massey Ferguson on a new Curveland, a cord drill, which is what Britain's made in the late 1980s. I remember getting that one year for Christmas, so it's a lovely model, a model that I still have today somewhere. So, look, I've just been killed. We're gonna have to start again. So in the field today, we've got the Volvo BM out doing some winter ploughing. So it's important that we get the winter ploughing done. We will be doing some winter ploughing as well. Why on earth is it doing that? Well, that was weird in itself, but do I take it that that plough's not set up for cosplay? Maybe its width measurement thing is out? Or... yeah, I can't have that sunshine. Oh no. Alright, let's try that one more time. That has gone very badly. Ooh. Let's just actually go into... let's just go into here. Ploughs. Right. It's 1 meter. Is it? According to that, it is. Right, let's try that again then. So we go into there, right there. We will type 1 meter, and then let's try again. We'll have slightly bigger headland actually. Let's just try that again, see whether that works. And so we can't have blocks like that. It will not only will it look a mess, it will now I don't know why, but sometimes the cosplay does start the plough on the wrong, facing the wrong way, and then it will have... oh, here we go. I've got a feeling this plough's going to cause us big trouble. A Volvo BM doesn't have a very good turning circle, as you can see. It's quite wide. If I sounded a bit horsey this morning, it's because I've woken up with somewhat of a bad throat, and it's a little sore to talk, so I think that's better. So right, we can leave you to it finally. So I think it's a bit of hay fever starting. So for a few months now, I'm going to be a bit gravelly and a bit hoarse and a bit might read. But anyway, we're also going to be busy today. So we've got the seeds to put away and the teleporter to put away as well. That trailer will either go down there or up that end. We've got to start thinking about getting the machinery sort of tried to put away for the winter. It's not going to be easy because we just haven't got the space. Although we have got Richard sheds as well now, so we are going to be able to do that. But right, we've got a couple of jobs to do this morning. That we need to feed the chickens. The chickens are running out of food. They haven't ran out of food, so luckily we've caught that in time. But so we'll quickly feed the chickens. Bit of an overkill using this tractor, but I'm going to be on this tractor quite a bit today, so I may as well do all of my work on it. So we will, as I say, get the chickens fed. We won't need a full trailer full, but we'll just fill it up with the trailer anyway, because you know, trying to guess it is near on impossible. And then we'll go and check on the cows and the sheep, make sure they're both okay. And then once we've done that, we've also got some winter ploughing to do, but we're going to do it a slightly different way than using a plough. We're just going to use a drag. So it's a drag that, as I've said before, Britain's had, but it did have wings, their drag, whereas this one doesn't. But with the Britain's one, you could take the wings off. So, you know, we've taken the wings off. Well, that was very sudden. But anyway, that's topped them up. I didn't think it was going to take very much, but the trough, I could just start to see the bottom of the trough when I came along this morning and checked the chickens. So right, we may as well leave that trailer there actually. So he's busy, so now we're going to go over and check the cows. Again, we will take the Massey Ferguson, and we'll just check that. I think the cows and the sheep are going to be fine, to be fair. And then we'll come back, we'll do the seeds, we'll do the forklift and the trailer, then we'll put the drag on, and we'll go and do some dragging, and then yeah, I think that's pretty much going to be it for winter on Britain's farms, really. We're still debating whether to buy a new field. The fields that we were looking at to buy have now obviously been harvested because it's November, but they've been re-drilled. But the way I sort of play the game is I can buy a newly drilled field because it's going to actually cost me money to get rid of the crop to put my own in, rather than sort of buying it when the crop's ripe and all I've got to do is harvest it and then take the money from it. So when it's a new crop, you know, as long as it isn't ripe, and as long as I can still plant my own crop in it, then that's fine. And I can buy a field with crop in it, it's just I have to plough it, and you know, just sort of kind of wait until the computer's harvested. But anyway, the cows look like they're good for food and good for water, so that's all good. Bales in there. This is the new bit. We took the hedge away, you'll remember, from this bit, so we've made it sort of go all the way through now. It's just a pity that there's a fence here and we can't push this a bit further back, so we could have it go all the way through here as well. If we could just push, sort of extend the roadway down there, that would be amazing, because then we would be able to come straight to the sheep. But the sheep look good, having a nice feed early morning. Well, it's 9:30. Just check the wool. Like I say, wool that we can sell some wool. We've nearly got a second pallet now, so that's pretty good. So hopefully next year they will breed, and we will have some more. Oh, hang on, my tractor's this way. We've also got to get some of Richard's machinery put away as well. I think basically a lot of machinery is going to be going in this shed. So this is where sort of our main tractors are going to come. We're going to put the implements, or try and get the implements, in at our farm, but we're going to be bringing the tractors down here to put away. Oh, I forgot the bloody tractor again. I need the tractor. Yeah, so as I say, but everything looks good down here, so we don't need to worry about that too much. But yeah, so as I was sort of saying, when we arrived, contemplating the new field, I'm a bit taught. There's sort of 4 fields that I would quite like, and I'm not really sure which way to go. I think I know the way I should go, but still sort of a bit undecided. So we'll wait and see on that one. But anyway, let's get these seeds back in the shed, and then we will get some dragging done, and then we'll see what's occurring afterwards. So I'll probably time lapse all this, because as everyone knows, I'm not brilliant with the teleporter. Just check that, make sure he's now not missing, which I don't think he is. No, he's overlapping a little bit, so it's a little bit wider, that plough, than 1 metre, even though it says 1 metre. Oh dear, we do have some trouble with mods and widths. This sprayer, I don't know if I've mentioned it, the reason that those 2 fields over there that we did in the last episode were drilled at 24 metres is I've got to get rid of this sprayer. This sprayer has a number of issues. So the first one is it's not 18 metres, which is my fault, because I should have checked. When I realised, I thought, not a huge issue, I'll just change it in Giants Editor, extend the arms, extend the spray effect, extend the width, 18 metre sprayer, no problem. It actually has an even more important issue. I don't know if I mentioned it in the last episode or not, but it doesn't have a refill trigger. And I don't know how to add refill triggers to the sprayer, and even if I did, I don't think it would stay, because I've done these arms now several times and done them to 18 metres, done everything that you need to do in order to extend the width of the sprayer, and as soon as I reload it, it goes straight back to the original. So it's a bit of an issue. But the bigger issue is that because I could probably live with it at 12 metres, because I could just drill my tram lines to 12 metres, so it wasn't going to be a huge issue, even though I couldn't extend it. But it's a massive issue when you can't fill the blooming thing up. So that sprayer is unfortunately going to have to go. So it's unfortunate, because as I say, it is as close to the Britain's one as I could get. But yeah, so that's the way that is, unfortunately. But anyway, you can listen to some music. I'm going to get on, and we'll meet in the bar and call it a draw afterwards. So I'll see you in a little while. And I'm back. So, as you've just seen, we've got the dragging done, the ploughing's being done. Actually, for a very tiny plough, that's getting across that field quite nicely. So I'm really happy with that. We've got some stuff put away, which is good, ready for winter. The trailer will keep out just because we'll need to feed the chickens, and also the telehandler needs to sort of stay fairly free as well. But I took that Massey Ferguson drill up there with the intentions of putting it in the shed with the combine, and then the problem is I forget how wide it is. So I quickly realised I couldn't get through this gate, and then quickly realised I couldn't get through the gate up there. And then when I drove by the shed, I sort of looked at the shed and thought, there's no way that's going in there. So yeah, that drill does cause quite a few problems, to be fair, mainly because of its width. Let's see, the rolls I can leave out, that'll be fine. But yeah, so you know, it's been a busy episode. We've sort of done a lot. Why on earth I had 2 buckets for the telehandler, I have absolutely no idea. I don't know what I've done there. But anyway, we've solved that one. But as I say, I just don't understand why we had 2 buckets. Never mind. Yeah, so this has gone really well actually. To be fair, once we got the width sorted out, that's gone really well. Really pleased with that. That should break down nice. If we get some frosty days over winter, I might even get the disc arrows out and just run over the ploughed land. That's definitely that land over there that we dragged. We can definitely run over that if we get some frosts in the winter time. We can definitely run over that with the disc arrows. That will go quite nice. That will just break that up a treat. That drag reminds me quite a lot of a soil saver. I don't know if you guys sort of know what I mean by a soil saver, but it was basically it was a trail drag. It had a front row discs, and then the tines in it were really deep tines, so they would go down. They would probably go down sort of anywhere like sort of 10 to 12 inches below the surface, and then on the back of that you had like a leveling harrow, and it used to bring the land up and look a little bit like this. It looked sort of almost like really tiny tatey rows, which is kind of how that looks a little bit. And so that drag reminds me a lot of a soil saver, which is a good tool in just before winter if you're going to leave it over winter, because what it does do is it turns the soil over and sort of almost to a ploughed condition without ploughing it, but it means that the air and the weather can still get to it. Because the air and the weather can still get to it, it doesn't tend to come that wet. I don't know how it would have done this year because we've just had an exceptional amount of rain. But yeah, it reminded me a lot of that. But anyway, we've done a nice job there. We only wanted to do one headland, just because I didn't really want to trample the field too much. So I thought if I go around, do it first, and then just sort of keep coming in and out on the one headland that we've done. Then I thought it would do a job, but it has, sorry. So yeah, that's been today's episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you ever so much for joining me on the episode. As always, loved having your company while I play some farm sim. And thank you to everyone that has subscribed over the last few days. And actually, one quick thing that I do want to say. I apologise for the last 1950s episode that went out yesterday. As I explained in the video, I didn't realise that the recording software that I use had stopped. And as I explained, I know why it stopped. It's because I'd run out of memory. So it meant that a fair chunk of what I'd sort of been or what I thought I'd been recording wasn't actually recorded, and that's why there was a huge gap from me filling the drill up to being there. So I just wanted to apologise really for that video if that ended up being a bit of a mess, because then once I went into my editor to edit it and to sort it out, then the editor started playing up as well. So I had some real gremlins. When would I have recorded that? Probably a couple of 3 days ago. So far, touch wood, I've not had those gremlins since. But yeah, as I say, it's been a trying few days, but everything seems to be, again at the moment, recording okay and editing okay, so hopefully we're over them. I don't know why the editor was playing up. I just don't, but it did, and that's why that video ended up coming out. I wanted to get the video out just because I'd recorded it, and obviously I want continuity in my videos, so that was what we'd sort of set off with, and that was what I felt was sort of necessary to do. So I wanted to get that video out there, even though hopefully it's okay. I mean, I've watched it, it's watchable and it's okay, but there are one or two little things, and I just thought I'd apologise. But anyway, that's enough rabbiting from me. Thank you ever so much again for joining me on this episode. If you haven't already, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. It really does help to push my channel out a bit further to a new audience and you know, sort of fresh people, and really does help along. And I will see you in the next episode. Thanks ever so much. Bye for now.